What up, YouTube? Asian Persuasion here, and I'm here with my boy KP, who literally just got top 64 here with Gimmick Puppet FTK. My man. So tell me, how did it feel to kill people like that, man?
Yeah, it was fun. It's the first weekend it's legal, so a lot of people didn't really know what it did, so we kind of went under the radar. A lot of times people would ask me after the match,
How do I do? What do I do?
What was I supposed to do? And funny thing is, I beat Team Sam. Well, I beat Sam, and then he also lost to it again in the feature match.
Oh my god!
And then he said he hates the deck. So
oh my god!
He was probably like one of my toughest matchups, honestly.
Okay, fair enough. Did he
kind
of know what was gonna FTK him? Basically, he knew how it worked.
No, I don't think he knew, but like his inboards were pretty strong.
Oh, it didn't matter. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we can go into it.
All right, let's look at the goo, bro. Let's see the goo.
Alright, so 3 of the main starter soldiers. It dumps for cost, and a lot of times when you like start resolving it, people are like, hold up, bro, I got a response. And it's like, okay, well, it's cost.
It's cost,
they're like,
bro.
that's broken. And if they imperm it or something, it's like already kind of too late. This is the main thing that you send with it, and this is sent to the graveyard except by hand. You get to add it back to your hand, and the cool thing is like every game, like in a grind game, you get to keep getting this back to your hand, and it summons itself and another from deck. It's like kind of like a circular, and it's just constant in your face. Like they have to stop this card, but this just helps get a lot of bodies on board for the FTK. Baby, this one's really good because it can bring back from the grave if it's summoned, normal summoned. But the main thing is you banish this from the grave, and now they can't respond to your puppet effects.
That's actually insane. With any effects in general?
Well, your monster effects.
Monster, but I mean, that's hand traps.
And then Bisque does kind of the same thing, but it stops targeting on your puppet puppet monsters. And then one Cattle Scream is just part of the combo, and it can bring itself back from the grave. We don't play any other puppet cards, we just play these 10. Other people play 3 Scissors. It's like a worse version of the soldiers. It doesn't send for cost, and it doesn't change levels, so it's not as good.
Bro, you know what's wild? That the pure that don't play Gimmick Puppet.
Yeah, right.
I'm
right.
sad, bro.
So instead we play the Horus package, and this is just insane. You get to draw. They're all level 8s, which all the puppet monsters you make are 8s, and it just applies a lot of pressure. It baits. A lot of the cool things about this deck is you bait all the hand traps. If you activate this, they're probably gonna ash it.
They always
because it's a -2, and then if they don't and they draw you, you'll use them to make the number 68. It's like the best floodgate that we could make, and if we have hand traps with it, hopefully we survive. It can't special from the grave. It's not easy to kill it because it can't be destroyed by card effects, and it gains defense and attack for like all the monsters in your grave.
So it's a lot.
So that's kind of what we end on if they draw us.
So that's
but
the
these just add a lot more power to the deck. For the hand trap monsters, we play 1 of each because we play cross out. And then we also play 3 Imperm. And it's because we wanted something to stop Appaloosa. Appaloosa is like the best thing against our deck because we can Condolence for like 3 and activate 3 monster effects, but they just remove counter, remove counter, remove counter.
Yeah.
So it's better to out that card. So our other like board breaker card basically would be Droplet. And there's a lot of times that like I had a game where I literally dropleted for 4 and then just activated the Field Spell.
And you got FTK.
Yeah. So
what in the
that's
world?
like our non-engine, and then I'll just go ahead and show the called by and 3 cross out. It's just so that we
combo
can,
deck.
Yeah, it's just a combo.
God.
And this is pretty good going second against Yugioh on their fusion.
Facts.
That's another thing is the fusion Yugioh, it ignores our field spell effect.
It ignores it. Oh
So
yeah.
we're still effective.
Changes the effects. Yeah.
Yeah. 3 of the field spell. It's the best card. 1 card FTK. Soldiers is kind of a 1 card FTK, but you have to draw into something. But this is just FTK by itself. To get to it, set rotation, terraforming. The set rotation target is the Horus field spell, and that gets into Imp City, and this is good too. And you can also shuffle back bricks.
Yeah, put it back on the button.
So there's the King Sark to go with that package. 3 Condolence. This is the one that it's a foolish. Up to as many extra deck monsters that they special summoned +1. So if you go first, it's a foolish for 1. Going second, it could be 3, 4, 2, whatever. And it's just broken.
I bet people ask that because they're scared.
Yeah, they do.
That's crazy.
2 of the rank up. You technically only need one to combo, but if you hard draw it, it sucks. But also, like in situations where you're getting hand trapped, hard drawing is actually pretty good, and it kind of catches them off guard. And one of the trap, it's a snatch steal for as many XEs you control, so you could technically take up to 3 monsters.
It's actually wild.
It also has an effect to reborn on a following turn.
40 in the main?
Yep, 40 clean.
Freaking wild, KP. You a madman. You
I
mad.
already showed you
lad.
this card. It's my only non-puppet card in my extra deck.
Oh, wow.
Because
Here
you
we
get
go.
locked into stuff.
嗯
One level 4, it's because Rogue Doll, you have to reveal one in your extra deck and then summon a monster at the same level as the rank you reveal. So you need the 4 to be able to summon soldiers from your deck. And then 2 of the Giant Grinder, 2 Machinics. This one searches the rank up. It's really good and it helps you FTK. 2 of the strings to put counters on stuff, and then you can pop and burn. This one, not as many people play. It can pop anything on the field, on your opponent's side of the field, but if it's a monster, you burn them for their attack. So that's more situational. This is another one of the new cards that searches the trap, and you can also special summon one to your opponent's field, and then if a monster is special summoned to your opponent's field, you can pop it, burn them for half the damage. Some people play a little bit more gimmicky with the Gimmick Puppet deck. They play Mourner. So they'll do like Chainlink 1, pop your monster, Chainlink 2, Mourner, target the monster, and then you end up burning them for their whole attack and half.
Damn.
But like I said, that's more gimmicky.
Yeah, it's more gimmicky.
We're trying to win.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't want it to last.
This is like the main card to pop and burn, and you can also give give counters. And then 2 of the Link monster. You don't only really need 1, but sometimes there's situations where if they shotgun a negate on it, you can just make another copy.
Oh, wild. Bro, that extra deck scares the shit out of me.
So that's the main and extra. Alright, see you, man. For the side, Shifter as a crossout target for like Tempai and Shifter decks. 3 Dogwood. It says it's another crossout target because some people were playing that. We kind of guessed they would for this deck. But it ended up being pretty popular this event, but it also was just really good doing it against people, just to get a bunch of life and then take a little bit more time to build breakboards. But we mainly put it in for the mirror because we weren't sure how popular it would be. Some 1-0s, we were mainly worried about Appaloosa, so just take, and we'd bait and then take, and it's pretty good.
Out it like that, yeah.
Feather Duster, 2 Lightning Storm for back row decks.
Looks like it's for me.
Yeah. 3 Regeki. We just wanted something that if we drew multiples of, we would just pressure, activate field spell, and kill them. Skill Drain is one of the best cards in this deck. Like, it's broken already, but our monsters can activate a lot from hand and grave, so we can dodge around the Skill Drain, and we can summon like all the Horus, and sometimes I'll have like literally 6 monsters that are all over 2,000 to 3,300 attack.
Playing the beatdown game.
With Skill Drain, and they're not winning.
Yeah, they're definitely not winning in that situation. So let's do a little quick, you can show a little
I'll just kind of
FTK.
show with like the extra deck monsters what you do.
Yeah.
Is like you'll have these on the field with the rank up added back, and like this will detach to put a counter on this, and then you'll summon this on top, and it triggers this to come back and add the rank up as Chainlink. So it'd be Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2 to add the rank up. This pops, so your opponent gets burned for 31.
Jesus Christ.
And this can special summon to your opponent's field. So what you do is you give them the Cattle Scream.
The cattle scream. They screaming when
they're
they get it,
screaming
bro.
when they get the Cattle Scream. So you give them this on their field. This gets destroyed. And you get to draw a card every time this pops. It pops, burns, and draws a card, so it's pretty broken. But they take 31, and then you can detach to put a counter on this, and then use your other rank up on top of this one during the combo, and then that will pop this. And then the rest of it kind of like goes into like a weird loop, but you end up having to do like the Link monster, and you search the baby, it brings back a guy. But basically you just end up doing it again. Yeah, like you can bring this back from the graveyard and burn. So that's pretty much how you do it, but it's kind of a long combo to just show it on video.
Fair enough. Yeah, and we're drained. This is after 2 days of real playing. So any shout outs you want to give, KP?
Shout out to Team PCD.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Gaurav. Him and I worked on the deck together. Like I said, we both were X2 coming in today too. and I was able to make it top 64, and he just had the deck list there. So it shows like the deck was really
good.
solid.
Yeah.
A lot of people weren't prepared for it. Shout out to my wife.
Boom.
She was supporting me the whole time. Was happy about me making top 64. Shout out to Asian Persuasion.
Yes,
Had me on the
sir.
channel. Shout out to all the boys around.
Hell yeah, all the PCD boys. Let's go, baby. Let's go, let's go.
I think that about does it.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on getting top 64 with Gimmick Puppet FTK. And it proves that Gimmick Puppet should go because he's not even playing it.
Oh my god.
All right, man. Congratulations and thanks for the follow.
All right, thank you.